Namo Myoho Renge Kyo, Namo Myoho Renge Kyo, Namo Myoho Renge Kyo. Hello, everyone. I hope this finds you in good health and secure. Bodhisattva. Yes, it's in volume 1 of Buddhism Reference, but I found a little other information that might add some color to this definition. It's an important term. It's what we're trying to do. So I now have it in the second volume. But it's a little different. So let's just read through it real quick, and you may find something of interest in this that you hadn't heard before. The Bodhisattva in modern Buddhism refers to all modern students of the Dharma, of the Lotus Sutra, practice, and method, right? Any dedicated student is a monk, and a Bodhisattva specifically is a student of the Dharma of the Lotus Sutra practice, the Myoho Renge Kyo, and as method, yeah? So a bodhisattva is a person who generated effortless bodhicitta, the wish to achieve enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings. I should say the self and all sentient beings. Since effortless bodhicitta is the entry gate to the Mahayana path, he entered the Mahayana small path of accumulation. When he cultivates wisdom, it is conjoined with emptiness, and that makes his mind vast, due to bodhicitta, right? That awareness constantly growing. We just read, the chapter 19 of the BDK Lotus Sutra translation talks about the merits of the expounder of the Dharma, yeah? He wishes not to abide in individual liberation, abiding nirvana. Did I skip something here? No. As well as from samsara. Therefore, he wishes to achieve non-abiding nirvana, which is the attainment of Buddha. Yeah, that goes back, and you can look up nirvana as nirvana of remainder and no remainder, right? And nirvana of remainder really isn't a full nirvana. It's our condition of bodhisattva because we still course in samsara, albeit with Buddha-ness, Buddha awareness. All right. In the Honmon section, the latter chapters of the essential teachings of the Lotus Sutra, Nichiren points out repeatedly Shakyamuni's explicit exposition on the Buddha as the objective and only goal of Buddhist practice without regard to lifetime. There is no birth, there is no death. There is only sentience while in the physical moment. Therefore, these moments of human sentience are our precious and unique opportunity to experience enlightenment, Buddha, the Dharma. So the Encyclopedia of Buddhism has these 4 notes, and then we'll be done with this term. A bodhisattva is someone who, motivated by great compassion, has generated bodhicitta, which is the aspiration to attain enlightenment, bodhi, for the benefit of all sentient beings. This goes back to something you hear me say very often, that by enlightening ourselves, we influence our environments, all sentient beings. Begins there. Second, in the early Buddhist texts, the Buddha used the term bodhisattva, one who seeks enlightenment, to refer to his younger self in the period before he attained enlightenment, when he was known as Siddhartha Gautama. Now listen, what this goes on to say is practically a carbon copy of what they just said. He also used this term to refer to his previous incarnations, moment to moment, if you use it that way, in past lives, previous moments, when he was on the path to Buddhahood. So what was his past life before he was on the path to Buddhahood? Well, Siddhartha Gautama, right? They've just chosen different words, which for many people is going to be very confusing. And I don't doubt that whoever wrote this is somewhat confused. but it's actually the exact same thing. They just don't understand moment to moment. Cycle, bertet. This confusion is all over the place, so please be aware. Third, over time, the term came to be used more generally to refer to anyone who made the commitment to follow the path to Buddhahood for the benefit of all sentient beings. Fourth, the figure of the Bodhisattva is spoken of in both the Pali and Sanskrit traditions. Yes, of course, it's a core teaching. Certainly, the Lotus Sutra wouldn't have a reason to exist. And you could argue all of Buddhism if it were not for the Bodhisattva path. Yeah? So that's it. Next up is Brahma, and that includes a description of the Brahma in Buddhism and Brahma world or realm, which we keep running into in this current series on BDK's translation of the Lotus Sutra. So many of you will want to hear that. In the meantime, take care of your health, be kind. Thank you for your support. Like and subscribe. Right? Takes a few seconds, but it's a Bodhisattva act. Support in any other way you can. It's truly, truly essential. All this stuff, it just keeps it going, right? Keeps growing the resource, more books. Pay the bills, right? Keep the lights on. So anything you can do in that regard is greatly, greatly appreciated. Not just by me, but the Sangha, right? This resource is important to many, many people who want to practice Lotus Sutra Buddhism via Nichiren's scholarship, certainly, correctly. So thank you for that, and I will see you in the next one. Yeah? Bye for now.